There's a recharge here if you need it. Also, there's going to be a point where you'll get bonus BP for avoiding all battles. So keep that in mind. But I don't think it matters just yet. Okay. So we want to go this way. Door is locked. We don't want to go there. So this is basically like a sneaking mission. Of course, the thing is, if you want the bonus BP, you're not gonna get a complete bestiary, but you know, but that's okay. Oh, I know them. Heh, so they are here. The airship from the tower. I thought they must be military. They look nothing like the regular soldiers, though. They're probably a special force here to practice covert ops. It's no wonder that they're so tough. So is my grandpa in there? It's looking more and more likely. But if we try to take them on here, we're gonna have a rough time of it. You're right. If we cause a disturbance, we'll get swarmed by the soldiers inside. Isn't there some way we can get inside without getting spotted? That would be something. So you kind of want to stay on the left side and come over this way. And you want to look for a window. Here we go. Window. Hey, can't we get in from here? No, there are iron bars over the windows. If we make any noise, this is going to get even tougher. Hopefully Billy doesn't fall out of it. Oh! Jackpot. Huh? There's the professor! Hanging out. I really can't thank you enough, Professor Russell. Your work on finding a means of controlling this gospel is of great help. Gospel? On behalf of the Intelligence Division, I extend my deepest gratitude. I should have known that you were behind all of this. Colonel Richard, Chief of Intelligence. Hard to believe you once served under Cassius. Ah, yes. You and he were friends, if my memory serves me correctly. We've been looking for him, actually, although we've yet to pin down his exact location. If you have some idea of where to base a search, we'd be happy to have that information. I don't know. Not that I'd tell you if I did. Looks like the Intelligence Division is up to some shady business. Well, no matter. If perchance the gospel were to have been delivered into his hands, then I'm afraid it would have presented a problem. Remember, even if he were to show his face now, he would have no means of stopping this current. The Black Orbment, or the Gospel as you call it. I just want to know what you plan to do with it. Scratch that. First and foremost, I want to know where you even acquired something that bizarre. I imagine my source would rather their identity be kept a secret. Our intentions, well, they will become evident very soon. At that time, Professor, we'll be happy to release you. All I ask is that you wait. Wait, he says. Do I look like a waiter? And you're going to just let a witness to your crimes go free. I assume then that you intend to do something on a grand scale. Haha. I'll leave the particulars up to your fertile imagination. That said, come the dawn when everything is realized, you will assist in our research. This invention will bring the world riches like none ever before seen. Not interested. Please, Professor, allow him to finish before you give your answer. It would truly be a pity if she were to come into some peril, and you were unable to help her. That sounds like a threat. You'd threaten her to get to me? Tut-tut, Captain Almathea. It looks like your renowned powers of persuasion are not as elegant as they once were. Ha ha ha. Pardon me, then. One might say that she has a unique sense of humor. I mean, she does listen to the 5:30 Club, after all. I don't want any misunderstandings between us, but you must understand that we are only soldiers. You have my word that no civilians will be involved. Save for you, of course. So you're doing this out of some twisted sense of patriotism. Then this black orbment that can shut down orbital power. I see. So that's your plan, is it? Pardon me. Second Lieutenant Lawrence. Hello, Lieutenant. The Colonel is presently in a meeting. He wants no interruptions. No, it's alright. Give me your report, Lieutenant. Second Lieutenant Lawrence. There's been activity in Grand Cell. So it's this dude. The White Wings were caught in the net, just as you planned. The White Wings? My goodness. Check and mate. Now, Professor, if you'll please excuse me. Major Sid, see to the Professor and make sure he's comfortable. Yes, sir. Oh, there's shady business written all over this. Is there anything you need, Professor? I'll get you set up with any of the standard amenities. I'm fine. I used to believe that you were different from the others, that you were a good, upstanding man. Apparently, I greatly overestimated you. My apologies. But you've been abducted by rebels, you see. Rebels against the Queen. Nameless, unknown rebels. Excuse me, I had to take a... Stress that fact, and I might even let you write a letter to your granddaughter. Get out of my sight. As you wish. Oh boy. So, Colonel Richard was the man behind all this trouble? Oh boy. Plus, it looks like he wants to find my dad. Yeah, I wonder what that's all about. And who was that masked man? The man in the mask! Of course that bastard would show up now. If the Trails series loves their masked man. And there he goes. They're getting on the ship. Grand plans, but what will come of them? But and they're off. Now things have gotten interesting. I really wanted to settle the score with him, but I've got a job to do, and that takes precedence. Indeed it does. Since the window's a no-go, we'll have to take out the guards. Indeed. Let's make this quick and clean. Right. Joshua? Hey, you listening? Estelle? Are you okay? Hey, snap out of it. It's not like you to freeze up. Sorry. I just spaced out. He's got something on his mind. Are you sure you're feeling okay? I'm fine. It's no big deal. We have to take out the guards by the entrance, right? Yep. So let's get a move on. So we gotta come over here. I really wanted to be part of the Grand Cell operation. But no, I'm left here guarding an old man. Bah. We do so much for the kingdom and for our dream, all in the Colonel's name. Such is the life of the Intelligence Division Special Ops. I suppose. We're the Colonel's hands and eyes. Eyes of the Queen, even. If you ask me, you're the Colonel's ass. What? It can't be! But it is. Agate Crossner? You're too damn slow. So of course this is a fight that you actually have to get into, regardless if you're trying to avoid battles or not. So it's pretty much just like fighting the one dude. Special Ops Soldiers. 1720 HP. A ranger equipped with an orbital gun. Highly trained. Uses marksman crafts. So they're not really a big deal, they're just kinda here. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Bullet barrage! Ow. They do quite a bit of damage. Also, Tita now has Vital Cannon. Fires off a recovery round, healing allies 500 HP. I guess we could try that out.
Go for it!
Bonk. That can be pretty useful. Oh yeah! Bum 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 bum. Oh yeah! He shot Agate like he was trying to offer him alcohol or something. He just shot a little girl! What the hell's wrong with you, sir? You got some problems. Bum 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 bum. Defeated. This fight's not too bad. They can do quite a bit of damage, but nothing too crazy. Nothing unmanageable. Even if they do keep shooting a little girl. You want to hope they don't gang up on Tita, because she does have the lowest HP by far. Bum 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 bum. Defeated.
Piece of cake.
Piece of kizake. Tita level 24. Very good. Heh, sucks to be you. It's no fun when someone gets back at you for making a fool of them, huh? It's not good to carry a grudge, you know. Now it's a race against time. We have to get the professor out as quickly as possible. Right. Tita broke 800 HP. That's good to see. Da-da-da. So you're back. Enough! I told you, I don't want any... Grandpa? Kita? I must be dreaming. Grandpa! Thank goodness you're okay. This isn't a dream? And you lot. Hey, Professor. You don't look like you're feeling so hot. The factory chief Murdoch asked us to come and get you out of here. I'm impressed. You actually sneaked in here? Snuck in here, sir. So much like your father. Not a lick of common sense between the two of you. Woo! Hey, old man. Sorry to interrupt your little vacation, but we need you to get ready for a jailbreak. We don't have a lot of time. Who are you? You look like you came from the wrong side of the barn. I can tell that, at least, you have a head like a chicken. A chick... Say that again, you geezer. Nice one, Professor. Grandpa, you shouldn't say mean things like that. This is Agate. He's a senior bracer over Estelle and Joshua. Well now, I had no idea. Come to think of it, I think I've heard Cassius mention your name before. Something about a bad seed who was always sulking about one thing or another, I believe. I'm about this far from wringing your neck, old man. Anafal's suddenly purple randomly. Now, calm down. Professor, we'll have to save the explanations for later. For now, we need to get you out of here. Is there anything you want to bring with you? Can we carry the Capella unit? If we leave it behind, I know that these fools will just misuse it again. Understood. We gotta take the anti-calculator. Obtained orbital calculator. I've been using that in my research to find a means of controlling the black orb net. I wasn't able to discern its physical composition, but I did have some success with the control method. Which means that these fools will be able to cause that phenomenon to reoccur whenever they want. Oh. Oh, style. Race car mode, even. I'm sorry, Estelle and Joshua. I hate that it's being so grievously misused, after you went to all the trouble of bringing it to me. GT, even. Believe me, we understand. With Tita's safety on the line, I can't imagine any of us would have done any differently. Besides, it's our fault that you two got caught up in this to begin with. For the love of Adios, we don't have time for you to give speeches. If you're all set, then we have to go. Get your asses in gear. Move as fast as the old man's slipped disc will let you. Oh, very clever. I haven't let any young man beat me yet, and I'm not about to start now. Come on, both of you. Let's get the hell out of here. This place smells like piss. Orbital anti-calculator. The orbital anti-calculator Capel, which was stolen from the central factory. Good times. Doo-doo-doo. Hate that you can't control the camera angle here. That makes me very angry. So I think here's where you don't want to fight any enemies. Or you'll lose out on bonus BP. You think we'll just let you escape? I think so. Uh-oh. Oh, what's that? Guess the jig is up. The jig is up, ladies and gentlemen! That's a lot of soldiers. It appears we have an intruder. Get out there and start searching, men. Platoons 1 through 4 will go to the airship port and the docks and establish a blockade. 5, 6, and 7 will search the barracks, watchtower, and research facilities, respectively. Platoon 8 will accompany me to headquarters. That is all. Move out. Yes, sir! Move out style. Crap! Here comes the soldiers! Looks like they're putting the squeeze on the airship port and the docks. The Major knows what he's doing. Heh, what else would you expect from the CO of a fort defense regiment? What should we do? Where do we go? Well, leaving by the docks is going to be tricky. We need to avoid the guards and find another way out. So it's recommended to save here if you're going for the bonus BP so you don't get caught by any enemies. Basically, we want to get out of here, essentially. So we want to move this way until we can go through a door. I feel like we're playing a Metal Gear game now. Door is firmly shut. Ah, shit! We have to reload. Can't we just, like, reset, sir? Like, can't that be a thing? Should not have been caught there, but we were, and it's just sad. So very sad. That's why we save, ladies and gentlemen. Ba-ba-bum. Oh, there we go. This is much easier. The door is firmly shut. See, it's like all about timing, really. You! Uh-oh. Intruder spotted! Crap! Uh-oh. That's not supposed to happen either. That's not where we want to go. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Ba-ba-da-ba-dum. I kind of wish it just started you over, so that we could just reload instead of having to reset again. But it's one of those annoying things. I think we actually want to go left. Yeah. That's where we want to go. Okay. Okay. Now we're good to go. The bandits are here. Hey, don't you think it's awfully noisy outside? Sounds to me like someone's breaking in. Say what?
Say what?
Who's breaking in? Nobody's allowed to break in till we break out. Nobody! Easy, bro. You know your simple little escape plan won't ever... How you doing? This looks like the dungeon. Done it, though? Wow, it's a lot bigger than the dungeon at the Hawken Gate. Huh? What? You! They're mortal enemies, didn't you know? You guys are... You're those punks from before. Well then, long time no see? Oh, okay, you guys are being held here. How have you been? Hey, we don't need your damn pity. The only thing you're good for is handling a pole, air for brains. Jeez, I was just trying to be polite. If it'll make you feel better, insult me all you want. What? Don't try to play it cool. I'm assuming you know these folks. Folks style. They're the Capua Sky Bandits. They hijacked that airliner. Ah, I've heard stories about them. They use a very high-powered airship, don't they? I've heard it's of Imperial make, but I'm curious about the specs. Yeah, it's got a top speed of 2,300 Selge per hour. I mean, why should I have to answer your questions? My, aren't we petty? Tom Petty, even. Grandpa? I don't think this is the right time for asking about that kind of stuff. Now, wait just one damn minute. Why are you bracers here in the first place? Are you the cause of that siren? Ah. Well, sorry we intruded. We gotta get going. No fair! You're the intruders, right? Hey, let us out of here! Huh. That was a surprise. Come to think of it, those guys have had some connections to the Men in Black, right? But they got arrested by Colonel Richard, which means... maybe the Colonel's trumping it up as one of his accomplishments. And maybe Mayor Dalmore was used in a similar fashion. Probably. And yet, I somehow just can't seem to muster up any sympathy for him. We're wasting time here. We've got to find another escape route. Indeed we do. So I'm not sure if you actually have to see that scene or not. Maybe. Maybe not. Hey, did you find them? Uh-oh. No, and I've searched the barracks top to bottom. Same goes for the watchtower. All that leaves is headquarters. While we're there, we can report to the Major that we've gone over the place with a fine-toothed comb. Uh-oh. I think they're coming this way. Shit, and this is a blind alley, too. Come on, this way! Hey, did you hear something? Yeah, I think it said this way. There's no time. You don't want to be caught, do you? I don't think I misheard that. We don't have a choice. We might as well give it a shot. Might as well. Come on, just down the corridor. Hey, Joshua. Do you recognize that voice? Yes, it sounds familiar. Whoever could it be? Quickly, get inside. Hey, now, this room is... Well, I don't know what he's intending, but we don't have any other choice but to keep going. Major Sid?! That was spectacularly close. I knew it! Lock it, just to be on the safe side. Got it. What are you planning? You're the CO of Leiston Fortress. Didn't Colonel Richard order you to keep me locked up? I'm very sorry about that. He's already seized control of the Royal Armed Forces by using his position in the Intelligence Division. And the main generals were given the choice of obeying him or being imprisoned. General Morgan refused to obey him, and as such is currently imprisoned at the Hawken Gate. Uh-oh. That stubborn old man? This is getting serious. Serious so delirious. What the hell? I figured those things were bad, but not that bad. When did the military structure get that fragile? Unfortunately, observance of military reg has been breaking down ever since the end of the war. Particularly since the top brass haven't stopped embezzling and accepting bribes. Colonel Richard just took advantage of the situation. I see. So he was able to make use of the military's existing corruption and weakness to seize control. Precisely. So it looks like Major Sid may not be corrupt as we thought. With General Morgan in custody, that leaves Colonel Richard as the man in charge of the entire Royal Armed Forces. That's horrible. What about Queen Alicia? Doesn't Supreme Command of the Army rest with the Queen? Mysteriously enough, Queen Alicia has kept silent on the matter. The Royal Guardsmen are actually being sought for questioning, on suspicion of treason. That's too bad. Treason? Lieutenant Schwartz, too? The attack on the Central Factory has been pinned on the Royal Guardsmen. There's even photographic evidence, as I understand it. Dorothy's pictures. That just doesn't sound right. The factory was all messed up and Grandpa was kidnapped. Agate was almost killed. You can't just go around blaming people for something like that. Can't do that on television. Can't even do that on pay-per-view. Can't even do that in Laverle. I really don't know what to tell you. You never disobey a direct order from a superior officer. But since I never voiced my objections, the fault still lies with me. I know this will not make up for all I have done, but I was hoping it would go some way to atoning for my actions. You had a tough time of it, ain't ya? Well, if all that you've said is true, then I suppose I can forgive and forget. I'd been prepared to brain you with a wrench and soften up that hard head. Pity. You know, because he signed up for the hardware store. I'm sorry. Grandpa! It was a joke, dear. Okay, I've got everything, but what are you planning to do now? Are you planning on hiding us until the heat dies down? No, I have a much better solution. There's a way for you to escape the fortress through this room. Through this room? How? Ah, I get it. There's a secret passageway or something, right? Very astute, boy. Secret passage style. Ooh, look at that. Whoa! Makes sense for a military control room. Not bad. Not bad at all. This emergency escape hatch leads to an underground aqueduct. There's a boat set up there, so you should be able to use it and escape. Legally, even my telling civilians about it would net me 10 years in prison. But even if military regulations won't forgive me, I think Adios probably will. Major. Alright, we'll use it. I'll go down first, then the old man and Tita. Estelle and Joshua, I want you to watch our backs. Got it. Roger that. Roger Klotz, even. Farewell, Major. Well, thank you very much. Well then, that just leaves us. Thank you for everything, Major. We're in your debt. You don't need to thank me. To be honest, I was expecting this since the moment I first saw you. What? You mean when we met at the front gate? Yes. As soon as I heard your last name. After all, you are the children of Colonel Cassius, are you not? Colonel Cassius? You mean my dad really had a rank that high? He was a colonel, didn't you know? Like Colonel Sanders. Richard may be a colonel now, but he served under your father back in those days. Your dad was a real hero. It was thanks to his efforts that we were able to defeat Erebonia in the war 10 years ago. Being as you're his children, I'm not surprised that you found out the truth and came to help the professor. Really? But he never said anything about being any kind of military hero. Uh-oh. Knockety knockety! Are you okay, Major? The intruders the intruders have been spotted in the dungeon. The last likely place for them to be is in Central HQ, sir. Your orders. Crap. Acknowledge. I'll be right there, so put the facility on high alert. Come on, you need to go. Okay. Excuse us, then. He turned out to be a decent dude, didn't you know? Eek! Meh. That scared the living daylights out of me. What's the deal with the slide? Looks like some kind of secret waterway. Come on, let's catch up. And mustard. There's a boat here! Ah, you're here. This way. You're late. What took you so long? Sorry, we just got into a conversation about my dad. Sorry for the holdup. You can go ahead and take off. Alright, hang on to your hats. But only Tita's wearing a hat. Men without hats, even. Whew! We managed to make it out. Looks like they haven't started patrolling over here yet. Major Sid may be keeping them busy. But if we waste any time here, we're probably gonna have to deal with a pursuit force. Pursuit! We've got to get the professor somewhere safe or else. Estelle? Joshua? Oh, it's okay. No need to worry. I promise, we'll be here to protect both of you. No. You two fall back. Huh? What do you mean? The Intelligence Division knows my face all too well by now. Same goes for Tita and the old man. But they've got no idea you two are involved, unless old Sid blabs. So I'm getting out of here and taking them with me. We'll lay low for a while somewhere safe. Is it safe? Agate! I understand. The fewer people implicated in this, the better. In fact, I never wanted Tita to get wrapped up in this in the first place. When I think about them taking hostages to force cooperation, it makes the most sense for us both to get out of here. It really does. Grandpa! Whoa, whoa, wait just a damn minute! How can you ask us to turn our backs on you, just to keep ourselves safe? That's totally bonkers. We can never agree to that. Right, Joshua? Actually, I agree with Agate's assessment. What? According to the theory of retreat and cover, the more people there are together, the greater the chance of detection. It's true. Which means that Agate will stand a better chance of helping them get away on his own. I understand how you must feel, but for now, we really need to do what Agate says. But... Nice one, Joshua. Exactly what I was getting at. Now, I need you to be a good girl and withdraw. Wait, I get your idea, in theory. Estelle... You don't agree, and I can see it written all over your face. So, how about I send you on an important mission instead? Something I certainly can't do myself, given the circumstances. Huh? First, I want you to go to Grand Cell. Then, you must speak with Her Majesty Queen Alicia in Grand Cell Castle. I must what? What's all this about? The aforementioned Black Orbment. It originally somehow fell into Colonel Richard's hands. He referred to it as the Gospel. Gospel? As in religious teachings? Heh, that's certainly an ominous-sounding name. Isn't it, though? Apparently, this gospel was taken from the Intelligence Division, but by whom, I couldn't say. After that, I'd wager that it was probably sent out in a package addressed to Cassius. However, Intelligence caught wind of our little, blackout from before. They must have realized the Black Orbment was involved in here in Zeiss. I suspect that was their true objective in attacking the factory. Probably. They came to retrieve this gospel. Really? I see. That explains a lot. Colonel Richard has some kind of plan to use it in the capital. Unless I missed my guess, something very bad is coming. Probably. Her Majesty must be informed of this at once. You mean the shutdown of orbital power? No, perhaps if it's used... I'm sorry, anything more I say would be pure conjecture. Regardless, the Queen must be made aware of this gospel as soon as possible. I'm more concerned with that than with my own escape. I swear. When you put it like that, I feel like a jerk for wanting to say no. Barney Cotton as a member of Class 7, even. If you'll allow us, we'll accept your request. I appreciate it. Estelle, Joshua... We've got to part ways for a little bit, Tita. I'm sorry. I hoped that we could stay together. No, you don't have to apologize. You've just helped me so much. And you've treated me like a little sister. Tita... Thanks for helping my grandpa. Hug it out. And thank you for being my friend. I love you both. I love you too, sweetie. I wish we could take you with us. Thank you so much. Parting is such sweet sorrow and all that. But we have no choice. Maybe you can save the tears for when we see each other again, you know? You can be a real jerk. Yeah, well, that's his way. But I guess this is where we part ways, too. A lot's happened, but you've taught us so much by letting us work with you. Thank you, Master Agate. Don't call me that. It creeps me out. Look who's embarrassed. Bah. You really are your father's daughter. Hey, Joshua. Don't let her get too out of control, you hear me? She's not half bad in combat, but there's more to being an adult than just that. Not that it's any of your business. Just leave her to me. Leave it all to me! You take care as well. Take care of Tita and the professor. I will. Alright then, let's get a move on. Farewell, children of Cassius. Stay safe, both of you. You too, Tita. Adios be with you. Be careful out there. Dun 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 dun. Thus concludes Chapter 3. The Black Orby Mint. Drop us a soon. I'll be back.